scientists, I'm so excited to show you these super stretchy slime worms that I made today. I have made a lot of slime in my life, but I have never made slime worms. Let me show you how we did it. To do this, we're going to be using calcium chloride. This is food grade. I try to use all food grade stuff for my young kiddos who might eat stuff. This is sodium alginate, also food grade. And I just have a scale here to measure these chemicals and then some water. Now I have a reverse osmosis faucet in my house, so that's what this is. If you don't have that at home, you could use store-bought distilled water. You want to try to have distilled water just to limit any other ions in there that might interact with these chemicals. Now I have set my scale to grams, and we are going to measure out our sodium alginate. All right, let's see. This is a teaspoon I'm using to measure. We'll see. That's 1 gram, 2 grams, 3 grams. Let's 2 grams. So you can see here we're at about 3 grams. I'm going to take a little bit off. I'm just weighing these in some dollar store paper cups from a dollar store. You can use whatever you'd like. All right, 2 grams, and we need this to go into 100 milliliters of distilled water to make our 2% solution. I have a measuring cup here, ounces on one side. We need the milliliters. We're gonna do 100 milliliters of my distilled water. Okay, we have 100 milliliters there. I'm going to transfer this water into just a canning jar that I have. This has milliliter measurements, 100 milliliters right here. These aren't quite as accurate as the Pyrex. I'm gonna label this with a Sharpie as my alginate so I don't get confused. And we are going to transfer our water. Dump in our alginate. And this here is a 2% solution of alginate. So we're gonna just let this dissolve here. Mix it around, let it sit back there and dissolve. And now I'm going to be making my calcium chloride solution. Now, calcium chloride solution needs to be 5%. So we're gonna get a clean paper cup, turn on my scale, let it tare. It's still on grams. We need 5 grams. So let's see where we're at. I'm still doing teaspoons here. That's about 2 grams. It's about 4 grams. 5 grams. So we're at 5 grams of my calcium chloride, and that needs to go into 100 milliliters to make it a 5% solution. I'm going to turn this back. We're going to 100 milliliters. Again, I'm going to transfer that into one of these canning jars. Okay, we're going to swirl these up and let them dissolve. Now I have these leak-proof lids for my canning projects that I'm going to use here for our science project. Now let me label this. You always want to label what you have so you don't get confused. This is a 5% calcium chloride solution. And I'm just gonna shake these up until they dissolve. Okay. And if you're having problem getting your sodium alginate to dissolve, it often helps to use really hot water because it tends to dissolve a little bit better in that. Otherwise, this takes a really long time and a lot of shaking to get it to dissolve. And it makes this very thick, viscous liquid. So what I'm going to do, you can see not all of it is even dissolved. There's still some on the sides of the jar here. But I'm going to put my sodium alginate into some cups here. And I'm going to add a little bit of food coloring. One blue. Then I'm just gonna stir these up with my little pipetters here. It's very viscous. Okay, now I have my calcium chloride solution. We're gonna add our sodium alginate to it. Okay. Let's see what happens. Oh, it made little like jelly balls. What if I just pour it? Oh wow. Yeah, you can see there's like little worms in there. Okay, let's try it with the blue. Again, if I suck it up, it's pretty viscous. It's hard to pipette, which is good for me to know if I'm going to be doing this with some students. Some little balls. Let's try. Look at that. Look at that. Let's see if I can get it to zoom in down here. Okay. I have a strainer. I'm going to strain these out. Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so strange feeling. Wow. So, those are slime worms. I have never made these before. It was fun to try it. Now I need to figure out how to make it so that all of my 20-30 students can make it together. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time, keep discovering.